Hello, my name is Morgan Essie Williams, and I will be interviewing Jasmine Brooks concerning her personal experiences and the importance of HBCUs. When and where were you born?
I was born on January 21st, 1994, in Alva, Oklahoma.
What elementary did you attend?
I attended Washington Jackson Elementary. It's in Wichita Falls, Texas.
What middle school did you attend?
I attended Everman Middle School.
What high school did you attend?
I attended four different high schools. I attended Everman High School, which is in Fort Worth, Texas. I attended Pflugerville and Westwood High School. Both of those are in Austin, Texas. And I attended Ryder High School in Wichita Falls, Texas.
What is your ethnicity?
My dad is African American and my mom is white.
Did you ever experience racism growing up?
Yes, I guess growing up to about middle school, I was too black for white people and I was too white for black people. So,
Have you always lived in Texas?
no, I was born in Oklahoma, so I stayed there for a couple of years before moving to Texas.
Who did you admire when you were young?
Growing up, I ran track. I ran summer track, so Marion Jones, I would say, is somebody I admired because she was who I knew to be the fastest person. So,
What did you want to be growing up?
growing up, I wanted to be a lot of things, but I wanted to be, either like a pediatrician or a veterinarian. Those were two that I remember saying all the time that I wanted to be.
Have you always wanted to attend college?
Yes, for the most part, it's always been a part of my plan, and my parents' plans for me. So
What college did you first want to attend?
the first college I remember saying I wanted to go to was TCU.
What made you choose Texas Southern University?
I came to Texas Southern because I received a full scholarship for to run track on the women's track and field team here.
How old were you when you first started running track?
When I first started running track, I was 5 years old.
Do you consider HBCUs important? Why?
Yes, I do believe HBCUs are important because it keeps the African American culture alive in, in a university setting.
Were you involved in any organizations while at TSU?
Not too many. I joined the kinesiology club, that and just, the women's track and field team.
What organization caught your attention the most?
The most on campus, um, the most known organization, I guess, would be the Delta, the Deltas on campus. They were seen everywhere. They had little events on campus all the time, more than any other fraternity or sorority. So
Were you involved in the Greek life while here at TSU?
no, I was not. I didn't get a chance to do that.
How often did you visit our library? Was it beneficial to you?
My freshman and sophomore year is when I visited the library the most, and I visited it probably about 4 times a week.
Have you ever failed any classes? If so, how did you handle the situation?
No, I've never felt any classes here at TSU.
Did you receive any scholarships other than track from TSU?
No, track and field was the only scholarship I received here.
What professor influenced you the most?
Probably Dr. Reynolds in the HP&E building.
What classes did you consider the hardest?
My hardest class had to be either biology or physics. They were both pretty tough. I'm not pretty good with science, so both of those were pretty tough classes.
What classes did you consider the easiest?
I was in a racquetball class, so that was probably the easiest. That or swimming, either one was the easiest.
Did you ever go to any festivities while here at TSU?
Of course, I attended homecoming every year I was here. I attend, hump day on Wednesdays for the most part. Sometimes there's parties in the cafeteria, open mic. it's a lot of events I attended here on campus.
What advice would you give younger students like myself?
Um, Probably to not get too caught up in the party life at a HBCU, especially here at Texas Southern University. To always go to class, unless you just have to miss class, but always attend class.
Describe the campus when you first came here to what it is like now.
When I first came here, we had just got a new president, so a lot of things on campus had been shut down. We wasn't having hump day or pep rallies or anything like that. But now we're getting back into that, so it's a lot more festivities on campus now.
What did you major in?
I majored in human performances.
What did you minor in?
I didn't have a minor. I just majored in human performances, and that was it.
Were you a part of TSU's athletics? What sport did you play?
Yes, I ran track for Texas Southern University.
Was being a student athlete hard? How did you manage your time?
It wasn't hard. It was just very time consuming. I had to let my teachers know that I would be gone, and when I would be back, I had to turn in work early or come back and take a test.
Were you given study hall being that you were an athlete?
Yes, the first year of study hall was mandatory, and then the second, after that, it depended on your GPA. So the higher GPA, the less hours of study hall you had. So I only had study hall for my freshman and sophomore year, and then after that, I didn't have study hall any longer.
Did you ever win any titles while running for TSU?
I never won any titles, but I finished top 3 in pretty much all my events here at TSU.
Are you going to further your track career?
If the opportunity comes, of course, I would love to take it, but I will most likely go the coaching or athletic training route.
In one word, how would you describe yourself?
Probably busy. I'm a very busy person.
Would you recommend more African Americans to attend an HBCU? Why?
Yes, because here at HBCU I think it's better for African Americans to attend HBCUs because they tend to have a better connection with their professors, because most professors are African American as well, and the class sizes aren't as big here as it is, like across the street at University of Houston.
In one word, how would you describe your experience here at TSU?
My experience at TSU, probably I don't know. I had a great experience overall. I'm not sure if I can think of one word.
What advice would you give a high school student attending an HBCU?
High school student going to an HBCU. I guess the best advice is just to always go to class. Like, don't miss any class unless you have to stay away from, the bad crowds of people, because you can get caught up in that crowd and that lifestyle, and it'll distract you from your work. It's easy to get distracted here. Turn your work in on time, go to class, and you should be fine.
Do you think it is good to join a sorority?
If I had the opportunity to join one, I would have. I do believe it is beneficial.
Do you think it is best for freshmen to stay on campus?
Yes, I would. I think freshmen should stay on campus. Their first year here.
Did you stay on campus?
Yes, I did. When I first got here, I stayed on campus.
Did you like it?
It was okay. I didn't like how small the rooms were, or, sometimes it would be noisy. But other than that, I liked how close it was to campus. I could walk to campus or to the cafeteria or the library or wherever I needed to go.
Were you ever homesick?
I was homesick my freshman year. My grades were pretty low because I didn't attend class as much as I should have. I just wanted to go home. But the longer I stayed, it got better. So,
how often did you go home?
I went home for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the summer break.
Do you have any memorable moments here at TSU?
Probably the PV, anything, against PV. PV is our rival, so the PV basketball games, the PV football games, those are always exciting games to go to. Something that I'll probably remember forever.
What are you currently doing now that you have graduated from TSU?
Now I am applying to grad schools. You know, I'm doing an internship with athletic training, so that's what I'm doing.
If you could give back to TSU, how and why would you do so?
Of course, I would give back. If I could give back being an alumni, I would give back with money, of course, so that they could, build the school up, make it more modern.
Do you have any last comments about TSU?
I had a great experience here, so I feel like HBCUs are beneficial, way more than what a lot of people think. So, go Tigers.
Thank you for your time, Jasmine, and this concludes our interview.